Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Vikas and today is our 10th session of UI development for free course, and today we are going to see the input controls in HTML and the elements in HTML. So here we will finish our basic syllabus of HTML with these tags, and after that we will start our project. So today we'll try to finish this input controls and elements in HTML. So for that we have to first open our Visual Studio Code. So I have opened Visual Studio Code. This is our previous files. I have to close this one. Okay. Now I will create a new file with the name input.html. So I have created a file with input.html name. So we will write our basic syntax. Okay. Now in title, what we'll do, we will give some name like input controls in HTML. Okay. Then in body, what we'll do, uh, like input type is equal to text. Okay. So we are going to see the input controls. In that we have input type text, input type password, input type. We will see. Okay. So first I have written input type text. Okay. I will save this, and with Alt B I will open in the browser. So we'll see how what output we will get. So look, with the input type text we get a input box, a text box in which we can type. Look, look. Okay. So how we are going to use this? Like for example, we can add a label here. Okay. So we'll give here like name. Okay. Control S. Now refresh. Look, name label. Okay. So like that we can use input type text. Next thing what we can do, we can use another type of input like input type is equal to password. Okay. Control S, refresh. Look what happened here. What we will type, it won't be visible because we selected the type is equal to password. How we can use this? Like we can use another label before that, and we can give here like password. Okay. Look, name and password. Okay. So like that we can use. Okay. Next thing, input. Okay. Input type is equal to what we can select. Input type is equal to, look, there are so many types. Look, button type, checkbox type, color, date time, email, file. Okay. So password, radio, all this type we can select. Okay. So now we will select like input type is equal to email. Okay. Control S, refresh. So look, here we can write our email. Okay. Now here we can again use a label. Okay. And here we can write email. So some of you or many of you may be confused why I'm doing like this. Okay. Just for your understanding, I'm doing like this. Otherwise we can do directly. We can take one label. In label we can give the name, and after that we can take input type is equal to text, and again then we can take one label, and in that label we can give take the name password, and after that we can take input type password. But for your understanding purpose, I have taken that input type first, and after I am using label for better understanding. Okay. And what happened, everything is coming in one line. Yeah. So we will do something for that also, but first we'll do add another things. Input type is equal to some button. Okay. Input type button, and we can give it name is equal to submit. We have to give some value. Yeah, we have to give value, submit. Okay. So this is how we done. But what happened here, everything is coming in single line. Yes. So we can change this. Simply we can use br tag. Okay. So br. Okay. Look what happened, they came line by line. Okay. Or we can create this in more structural way by using table tag or form tag. Okay. So we will see that later, but for your understanding purpose, those are the types, input types, and some are the remaining also. So we will go for example, we can go for address. Okay. Now first we will give label, and then we will take the input type, because you know the concept now how it's going to work. So there is no problem with going like this. So we will take some address. Okay. Okay. And label address, and what we can take here, we can take text area. Okay. So control s, refresh. So what happened, address came now. Okay. So from here we can give id, can name, and from here we can increase or reduce the size of columns and rows. For example, I will reduce the number of rows to 5 and column to 20. Let's see what happened. What happened? The size reduced now. So this is how we can control text area. Okay. Now we will try to give some name, address. Okay. Refresh. Okay. So we can assign id to it also. That's next thing what we can add. We can add radio boxes. Okay. For that, first we will take some, what we can take, one label. We can take label, like what we can get, gender. So gender, input type is equal to radio. Yeah. And name is equal to gender, value is equal to male. Okay. Control s, refresh. What happened, checkbox came now. So next thing what we have to do, we have to add here male. After we have to take input again, input type radio, name is equal to gender, value is equal to female, and again here female. Okay. Control s, refresh. What happened? Look, checkbox came now. The thing you have to understand here, look, when I'm clicking on female, what happening? Male is unchecking, and when we click on male, female is unchecking. Why? Because we have used radio button and we have used same name for this radios now. For both we use genders. So due to this, what happen? It will check only one option at a time. Okay. For example, I can add another input type radio. Okay. Name is equal to gender and value is equal to transgender. Okay. And like this, refresh. Look, what happening at a time? Only one checkbox is selecting. Okay. So that is what we can do with radio button. So next thing what we have to add, we have to add another input type is equal to checkbox. Okay, checkbox, and that is name is equal to check and value is equal to, I think we know, is there need of value, we will say like no, I think hobby we will give hobby. Okay, so we will give here dance, control as, refresh. Okay, so checkbox came now. Okay, so what we will do, we will give some br tag here. Okay, so it will appear in the next line. Okay, yeah, for gender also we will do one thing, we can add one br tag after text area. So refresh. Okay, what happened? Everything is coming line by line now. So we will copy this one, control C, and we can paste 1 2 3 times. I paste. Now we will change the hobby. Here I cricket, and then boxing, and next thing is yoga. Okay, control S, refresh. So what happened? Checkbox came now. We will give one br tag after this also, because button is coming on same line now. We don't want this. So refresh. What happened? Button also. So what is the difference between checkbox and radio button? So in radio button we can select one at a time. Yeah, but in checkbox we can select multiple options. Look, we can select all. Okay, so this is what we can do with the option checkbox. Next thing what we can add, like input type is equal to, what types are remaining, like we can add color, date time, locally, email, file, image, uh, and range, both telephone number. Okay, url, all those input types we can select. Okay, so now we will select some what is telephone. Yeah, telephone we will select, input type telephone. So see what happens, refresh. So the box came for telephone. So we have to add one label here, label. Okay, so we added one label. We will give the name, I think mobile number. Okay, mobile number, input type telephone, control S, refresh. Yeah, So we can add like this mobile number. Okay, and here we have to give some BR tag. Yeah, input type telephone, and attribute we can use with this name file. Okay, so next thing what we can do, in that we can add placeholder also. Okay, for example, like as I use placeholder here, we should put the name mobile. Okay, so refresh, look what happened. In place of mobile number there is a placeholder mobile. Okay, so it will indicate us that this field is for mobile, so it is very useful. Okay, so next thing what we can add, the input type is equal to, we can take some date. Yeah, input type is equal to date. So refresh. So this is the calendar came. Okay, so one thing we can do with this, first we can use one label here. Yeah, we can write in label that date. Okay, so refresh. Yeah, it looks far better. Now before submit we have to use br tag. Yeah, control s. So there every time we have to use br tag to separate these things. So I have solutions for this, but we will see that later. First we have to see the basic approach. So like there, from we can select the date, for example 7. Yeah, we can select. So these are the input controls in HTML. By using all these input control we can create any type of form, or yeah, it is very useful. Okay, so hope you understand the concept of input controls. Now next thing what we have to see is, we have to see the elements. So what is element? Element means that the tags with content. Okay, for example I write here some uh, div tag. Okay, div, and I will write here one. So what it is, it is a element. So there are two types of elements, inline element and block level element. So what is the difference between inline element and block level element? So inline element are those kind of element which takes a content width as its own width. Okay, content width as its own width, and inline element not start in the new line. Okay, so like this, what happened in above examples, everything we are using, it's starting in the, means new content starting in the current line na. So those are inline elements. So how we can start line by line? So for that we have to use box level element. Okay, the second type of element are blocks level element, which takes its parent with as its own width, and block level element always starts in new line. Okay, so I will write some theory here, like examples. So inline elements starts in the same line, in the same line. Okay, or again next thing, inline elements takes the content with. Okay, and next thing, some examples of inline elements are in I tag, image tag, some input tag. In the above examples we have seen input tags and select tag and bold tag. All those are the inline elements. Okay, so these are the inline elements. Next thing we can see the block level elements. Yeah, block level elements. So block level elements, what are the difference between inline elements and block level elements? So block level elements starts in new line. Means if you take any block level elements, always start with new line. Okay, so and the block level elements always takes its parents with. Okay, block level element takes its parents with. Okay, for example, if you are taken any like div tag is a block level element. If you take div tag, so who is the parent of div? Body, because it is within the body tag. So here div tag in HTML. So who is the father element? HTML. So it will take the width of HTML. Okay, like this. Next thing, the examples of block level elements are div tag, paragraph tag, headings tag, that you know na, h1 to h6 we have learned. h1 to h6 are the heading tags, and those are the block level elements. And the list elements also we have seen, unordered list and order list, those are also block level elements. Okay, so now we are going to see with example, we can add. First what we can do, we will have take some. Yeah, now here what I can do, I will take a div tag. Okay, div tag. First I will show you some example of inline element. Okay, inline element, for example, we'll take some span tag. Which tag? Span tag. Span tag is a inline element. Okay, so in span what we can do, like control Z, span, I will write some name like Mumbai. Okay, and next span I will write Pune. The next span I will write Hyderabad. Okay, so what will the output? All these three city name will come in single line. Look, refresh. What happened? All three names came in single line now. Okay, so okay, so I have given different comment now, no problem. Okay, so what happened, this all came in single line because this is inline element. Okay, here input also inline element, so that's why everything is coming in single line. Okay, so to avoid this thing we have to use block level element. Okay, so now we will see the example of block level element. So div is a block level element, so we will take same city names in div. Okay, now Mumbai, div Pune, and div Hyderabad. Okay, control S and refresh. What happened? Look the difference. What happened? Mumbai came in single line, Pune came in another line, Hyderabad came in another line. So this is the difference between inline element and block level elements. Okay, so all input tags are what? Inline elements. That's why all are coming in single line. So avoid this thing while creating any form or like this using this input fields. We can use table or we can use form. Okay, to avoid this every time using BR tag and those things. Okay, so hope you understand the difference between inline element and block level element. So again, for revision purpose, I will show you the example of inline elements are I tag, image tag, all input control, select and bold. Okay, and for the block level elements, div, paragraph, headings, tag h1 s6. For example, we will see that we will take some paragraph. Okay, the paragraph will write happy birthday Virat. Okay, the next again one paragraph will King Kohli. Okay, control S, refresh. What happened? Happy birthday Virat came in another line and King Kohli came in another line because paragraph is a block level element. Okay, and again one difference. What happened in div? They came by line, but in paragraph with line by line it came with some padding also now. So paragraph have by default some padding. Okay, so that is the different. Next thing what we can take heading text h1 like king, h2 like run machine, h3 like what is the best average, h4 like uh, what we can give h4, yeah, most centuries, most century in current time. Okay, so refresh. So look, okay, all four headings came line by line in different line. So that is block level element. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this tutorial, understand the concept of inline element and block level element. So this is how we have taken the, this is the example. Okay, so this is how we can take different input controls, and we will, this is the I think final topic as I declare in the syllabus for HTML. So from tomorrow we will start our first mini project. Yeah, for tomorrow we are going to start our first mini project, and we will try to cover all these topics whatever I have taught you in last week. Okay, so see you in the next session. Thank you so much, and if you are new to channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.